and he's screaming like loud. I'm like, yo, this is fucked. Like, yo, this is crazy. No, we gotta go. We gotta go. He's done for.
You got a lot of problems, don't you?
Yes! Good morning. Hopefully you all slept well. Hopefully you all had good dreams. Hopefully you didn't have a scary dream that made your legs cramp. I hope you all had a peaceful sleep. Because I didn't. Today I kind of just decided to wake up and just like tell you guys about the dream I had last night because it was like fucked. It was crazy, bro. So basically my man's Jordan was in the it was me and him. Me and him are like the main characters in the so it was me, him, and then 3 other dudes. We're cave explorers. So basically we found out about this cave in this like fantasy world that we needed to get to. Basically that's like, it's like the boss cave. That's the cave that everybody wants to get to but nobody knows how to get to. One of the 3 random dudes, they know how to get there. Basically we went to like a library, we touched some book, and then we say some like chant or whatever, and then it teleports us to this like fantasy world. Damn, somebody slamming dishes early in the morning, that's crazy. So we get into the world, right? And everyone's looking at us like the chosen ones, you feel me? Everyone's like turning their heads because we have cave gear on. I'm not like a cave expert, I don't know what that gear really looks like, but we had like ropes, scuba suits, and like masks and stuff like in our backpacks and all that other shit. I don't know. So we get there, we're walking towards this like kingdom, and there's like horns that go off, and we're just like, what the fuck? Like, who told everybody that we were coming? Like, why is everybody looking at us? So we get to like this like the top of the castle or whatever, and we're talking to this queen. The queen is a slug. Like, she's like a giant slug, you know, like off of Monsters Inc., the Mike Wazowski, like that. Yeah, it's like that, but prettier. And I don't even want to use the word pretty for like a slug, because that's kind of weird. It had some pretty good skin. Like, it didn't look like a dried up prune. Like, it looked like it was a smooth slug, bro. She starts talking to us. She's like, so you are like the chosen ones to like descend into the cave and like come out on the other side or something like that. It's kind of like where we weren't the first people to like do it, because they're just like, you're the next challengers to like do the cave or whatever. I'm just like, the next? I thought not too many people knew about this. Basically she's telling us how to get there, and we have to go through like some sewer. So we open this like we go through like this random like hole in the ground, and then we're like in this sewer. So we start going through the sewer, and of course it stinks. Like, it smells like queen slug shit. And then we have to get into the water to like go through this underwater part of the cave. That's why we had the scuba suits. So we put on our diving gear, we get into the water. It's kind of dark, so we have like flashlights and stuff. We go down. There's like a bunch of like tight areas. I don't know if you guys have seen those videos where it's like the scuba caves, like the underwater caves that people go through, and it's all like cramped, whatever. So we're going through there, and we reach the other side of like the part where there's water. So we're taking off our scuba gear, we're like folding it up, putting it in our backpacks, all of that stuff. So we're looking around, and there's not really too much shit going on. It's just like dirty walls and like just typical cave shit. Like, we're just walking through it. Next thing you know, we find like a skull, and I'm like, oh shit, this is where people die. That's like the blood stain on Elden Ring. Like Y on the blood stain, and you can see how somebody dies. Like, I'm like, yeah, somebody like died here. Whether they just like ran out of oxygen. Me and Jordan, we kind of like split from the group. Not really too far, because that's like dumb. Even in my dreams, I'm not stupid. Come on now, my brain doesn't work that way. We're not too far. We can still see like the other teams, like flashlights or whatever, like the other 3 dudes. And basically we hear them like yelling. So we go over to them, and then one of them's yelling at the other dude because they found some suicide note written about one of the other guys. So like basically somebody committed suicide because of this person, and they wrote a note to them. We're just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, who, like, would you do to this person? And it had his picture on it. Like, okay, so there was the note, right? And then it had like a bunch of like paragraphs, and it was like a bunch of like I hate yous and stuff. And his picture was like taped to the bottom of the paper. And we're just like, yo, that is fucked. Like, what? We're just gonna keep it pushing, because that's really creepy and sad. But basically, we keep it pushing, but we're all kind of looking at this dude like, what the freak? Like, what did he do to this person to like drive them crazy to go like die in this cave? Because they're definitely in the cave, like dead somewhere, bruh. All of a sudden, we hear like a roar, and this is like hours later into the cave. We're pretty deep in this cave, and we hear a roar. Me and Jordan were like, nah, we're out of here, bro. We're out of here. We're gone. And the other guys are just like, no, bro, come on, like it's fine, like it's a fantasy world, like shit roars all the time. And I'm just like, no, bro, like the slug lady didn't roar, so there's got to be something dangerous here, bro. Only danger shit roars like that. The walls light up with torches, and it's like the like it just starts lighting up like that. And the dude who had his name on the suicide letter lifts up like an exorcism. Like he lifts up like that, and he goes flying down the cave, bruh. And we're just like, yo, oh my, yo, like we're like, what? And then me and Jordan, we're like, nah, we're out of here. Like we start dipping. They're just like, no, that's our friend. We gotta save him, please. And then me and Jordan were like, fine. So we go chasing after the dude, right? We get to this like the darkest part of the cave, and our flashlights turn off. Like our flashlights completely shut off, and the room lights up with like the torches. And then we hear like some King Kong tribesman shit, and be like like some tribesman shit, bro. And he's like floating, like with his back meat, bro, like the dead body off of the freaking, what's it called, mortuary assistant. His back is just like this, and he's screaming like loud. I'm like, yo, this is fucked. Like, yo, this is crazy. No, we gotta go. He's done for. So basically, we're like pulling his legs, and then we get away a few times, but he gets snatched back, bro. I'm like, maybe this is where you're just supposed to be. Like, this is like, this is, you know, this is destiny. Like, this is your home now, bro. Like, you're here now. We try a couple times to pull him back, and he keeps getting snatched back by whatever is grabbing him. I guess it's like the spirit of the person who committed suicide. Another hallway like lights up, right? When I wouldn't even say hallway, like another passageway, because it's not halls, it's a cave. But another passageway like lights up with torches. They just stopped worrying about their friend and just started walking casually like this. Like just walking, like I don't know how else to explain it, just casually walking towards it, bruh. Apparently they were being like attracted by a bookshelf. Like it wasn't no like Minecraft bookshelf. Like it was like a rustic, dusty, dirty looking bookshelf, and it was just down the hallway, bruh. And they were like being attracted to it and just like walking towards it. And we're just like, yo, what are you doing? We're trying to pull them back. And they kept like snatching their arms away and just like slowly walking towards the bookshelf. And they didn't take their eyes off of it, bro, which was crazy. Me and Jordan was basically like, you know what, bro? Fuck this shit. We out of here. So we take off, we go, and then we like throw on our scuba gear, and then we're like swimming through the parts of the cave, and then we reach the sewer, and we see this black creature, just all black. And no, I'm not talking about like no Enderman. It was like an Enderman, but like deformed. It like comes up out of the water and grabs Jordan by his like his scuba gear, like his little oxygen tank, and it pulls him. So I grab him, I'm like, nah. And then I snatch him back. And basically, we didn't even take off the scuba gear. Like, we had our flippers on, and we basically, like, kicked those off. And then we just started hitting feet. We going down the sewer, like, and then we dive out the cave. And then, We go to the queen and she's like, yo, you gotta go help those dudes down there, cause one got possessed, or all three of them got possessed. We were like, yo, somebody needs to go get those people, or unless like we just gonna keep this on the low and they gone. And the queen was just like, yeah, once you like die down there or whatever grabs you down there, if it wants you, that's just where you're meant to be, bruh. Me and Jordan were like running back to the portal or whatever, and then that's when I wake up. My quad, like the front of my leg, starts like cramping, bro, and I'm just like, yo, and I like get up like this. I'm like, my leg. It's one of those dreams where like you wake up and you take a big deep breath and it's like, holy shit. Yeah, that dream was fucked, bro. That dream, it's probably top 3 scariest dreams I've ever had. And me just telling you the story, it's probably not as scary to you guys. Me being in the dream and seeing how loud, or hearing how loud that guy was screaming as he was being exorcised, like, bro. And it was like dark and we were hearing like growls and roars, like, bro, I was like, nah. So yeah, that was the dream I had last night. You know, hopefully you guys didn't have dreams like that. Let me know like any dream stories you guys have down in the comments. If you guys ever had any like crazy or like weird dreams, like let me know down in the comments. I'd like to read some of those. This is like my second dream video on the channel, but see you guys next time.